mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kesha. Super happy that you guys decided to click on this video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I don't want to be talking a lot, but if you do want to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, be sure to watch until the end. Okay, thanks. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump to the great start, Kesha. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this video. Basically, this is just what happened in like early or late 2017 all through 2018, leading up to the point where I took a break from YouTube for about 8 months, and now we are here. So basically, in the beginning of 2017, I broke up with my boyfriend at the time that I was dating for 3 years. We were living together, and so I moved back in with my mom, and that's kind of around when I stopped making YouTube videos, like the first time, I feel like. And the reason for that, again, is just because I broke up with my boyfriend, who I'd been with for 3 years. I was just trying to focus on myself. I was really busy with like trying to like occupy myself with friends, and like I was partying a lot. I was doing a lot of things just to occupy myself from what was going on. And I was living at my mom's house. I didn't really like it because she's like super Mormon, and I'm totally don't have the same views as her. And it was just kind of a time in my life where I felt like I couldn't really record YouTube videos or anything, or I felt like I really wanted to at the time. And I lived with my mom for about 3 months before I had to move out because she was having her friend move in. That's like a whole nother story that I'll have to tell you guys. And I moved in with my friend who I have actually known since I was 14 years old. He was like family to me at the time, and I thought it was perfect. Like, I know the house, I know the area, it's close to a bunch of my friends. The rent was really cheap. It was only me and him in a house. I could bring my dog and my cat. It was perfect. So I moved in there, and things were really great for like a couple of months. Like the whole summer, we just partied it up, drank all the time. I kind of turned into a mini alcoholic, but I was going to work all the time. I was hustling, making a lot of money. I was on my groove. I was feeling myself. I was at my goal weight. My hair grew. Like, I was just feeling A1 that summer. That was like a really, really good summer for me. And then towards the end of 2017 is when I met my boyfriend at the current time. And we started dating the day before my birthday, actually. And he would always come and stay at my house, but he was living at his mom's house at the time. But basically, he lived with me, and it was really great. Like, my roommate, again, like, was super chill. Like, we all got along, and it was just like a great old time. And then something bad happened. In November, I got into actually, was it November? I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was November. Yeah, in November, I got into a really bad car accident. I was bruised like all over my face. Like, I hit the steering wheel right here, so I had 2 black eyes. Like, they swelled up super bad. I missed about 2 weeks of work, and I lost a lot of my self-confidence. I had a Chrysler 300C with the Heritage package on it, and it was my baby. I had just spent $3,000 putting into that car to fix it up to basically brand new. And so I was really upset that that happened. If you guys want a video on like more in depth on everything, then just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. But basically that happened, and I just lost a lot of my self-confidence. I felt really ugly. I always stayed in my room. Now, people were always at my house regardless if I was partying or not, because my roommate was always partying. So there was always people there, so I would just kind of go over to my boyfriend's mom's house all the time and just hang out with him there while I was recovering, because every time I saw people at my house, like, they'd ask me what happened, if I got in a fight with somebody, and like I just had to like laugh it off. But like I felt hideous. I was so embarrassed, and it was just bleh. It was just all bad. I got $10,000 from that, and so I used $2,000 to put down on a new car. $6,000 of it went to pay off my Chrysler, and then I used some of it to just pay off loans and stuff. So I got a new car, and I like was working at my job for a little bit, but I was like really struggling because I was having a lot of issues. I still have a scar right here that hurts really bad. I was dealing with a lot of like post-traumatic stress. I don't know if I said that like correctly, PTSD. I was struggling with a lot of that from the car accident. I was really depressed. I also cut all of my hair off at that time. I'll insert a picture here. And I liked it, but as it was growing out around that time, it was just like, I just didn't feel beautiful anymore. I felt really boyish. I felt ugly. I didn't have the motivation to do my makeup. I just like, sorry, there's like literally people doing construction right there, but I just didn't feel okay with myself. So basically what happened was I did have a medical thing come up in my life as well in November, and I found out about it like around the end of December. And then me and my boyfriend moved out of my apartment because my roommate decided to start getting crazy. He broke down my door and recorded us on Snapchat having sex and like just a bunch of things. And so me and my boyfriend ended up moving out to these apartments. I was dealing with that medical thing that came up, and I ended up leaving my job because of it. I had to have a procedure, and it kind of put me out of work for about a month. Bills started piling up, and I wasn't getting an income anymore. The company that my boyfriend worked for, they were kind of not working as much because of this season, and there was a lot of snow at that time. And it was just at that time we were really struggling financially. And I'm just gonna say right now, like, I take full responsibility for everything that happened because I could have made that change, but I was dealing a lot with my mental health, and it was telling me differently. It was telling me that I couldn't do it, but now that I'm better, I know that I can. So basically, I didn't work a lot. I kept trying to get jobs, and I just would come home having anxiety attacks. Like, I'd leave work early having anxiety attacks. I'd just stop going to the job and then try and find a new job. And I was just like all over the place, and I couldn't catch up on my bills. Me and my boyfriend ended up getting evicted from our apartment, and that was when I took my break from YouTube, actually. I was still making videos when I was living in that apartment because I did have a lot of time on my hands, and so I felt like doing YouTube would kind of help me, but I felt like I was faking a lot of my personality to try and like get views to help myself, which now I know is not right, and it's not something that I should have been doing. I should be doing YouTube because I want to do YouTube, and doing YouTube has been my 2019 New Year resolution. So within that 8 months, basically what happened was me and my boyfriend moved in with a roommate up in Salt Lake, kind of close to Salt Lake City, Utah, if you guys know where that is. I was working at a job. I kind of liked it, but I ended up having to leave because, again, my mental health was really screwing with me. And I decided maybe I should try something else other than a call center, because it seemed like that was a pattern that I had where I kept going to call centers and I never really liked it. So I got a job at Harmon's, and I've been working there for about 2 months now, and I actually love it. I did struggle a little bit in the beginning, but I have gotten back on my grind, and I actually am starting school in February. I'm going to be going to Skin Science Institute for aesthetics, so like eyelash extensions, eyebrows, facials, tans, everything along the lines of that. So I'm super excited to get started with school. And on Monday I start training for my second job, which is going to be like registering patients at hospitals and things like that. So I'm super excited, but I feel like in that 8 months it just really took me that time to kind of come back around and realize who I am, my toxic traits, what I'm doing that I need to change so that I can better my situation and myself. And I feel like I've done a pretty good job at doing that, and I'm just really excited for what 2019 has in store. I did just kind of want to let you guys know everything that was happening, because I kind of just like left off and then like came back on without really saying anything. I know most of you know me personally, but some of you don't, so I just wanted to update those of you that don't. And plus, I feel like YouTube is kind of like my personal journal, so I can always look back on this and see how my life has changed. So I'm really happy that you guys are here with me still. Thank you so much for all of the love and support. It means so much to me. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe below and click on the notification bell. That way you can be notified whenever I upload a video, because I don't really have a set schedule. I just update whenever. I just upload whenever. So just make sure to click on that notification bell so you are notified, so you don't miss a video. And again, if you want to follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, that information will be in this next clip. I post a lot on Snapchat, and a lot of you really enjoy my snaps, so if you want some funny Snapchats and some weird snaps, go ahead and follow me there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much.
Star